All right, so now we are going to take a look at this table that you guys just completed. So the x values here are the given values. Those are the values that we were given, and we substituted them in this x position in order to get the values underneath this column. And then this is called the parent function, right? F of x equals x. And then right here we have g of x equals x plus 5, which I like to consider the child function. Okay, the child function. So if you kind of think about it, you have a parent, you have your mom, right, which is the parent function. And then once you were born, you're the child function, right? And you have something that is similar to your parent, which is the x. And then you also have something that makes you different, which is the plus 5, right? So your parent had you and you gave them a little different, your DNA is a little different. So then that's what we consider the plus 5. So how do we get the values for the child function? So if we know that g of x is equal to x plus 5, in order to get our output, we would simply take the values of x and substitute it where x go. So I'm just going to do 1, and I believe this is what everybody did. That is how you got your answers, okay? So -3, which is the value for x in the first row, plus 5. -3 plus 5 is going to give me a +2, and so forth. All right. So that means that my first ordered pair, I'm going to write it out here to the side, for my child function would be -3, comma 2. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and plot that on my graph over here. So I'm going to go over to -3 up to 2, and I'm going to put a point here. Okay. And then my next plotted point is -2, comma 3. And then we would just keep going. So -2, comma 3. All right. -1, comma 4. So go over 1 to the left and then up 4. And we would keep on doing the same pattern. All right. So 0, comma 5. 0, comma 5 is here. Then we have 1, comma 6. We have 2, comma 7. And we have 3, comma 8. Okay. And if we were to draw this line and connect our graph, okay, we would now have a child function. So this function is g of x is equal to x plus 5. And this parent function is f of x is equal to x. So if I were to ask you to describe this graph, you would say so if I were to say what transformation took place from f of x to g of x, all right, your answer would be g of x translated 5 units up from f of x. All right, so you would say g of x translated 5 units up from f of x. Even without seeing it on a graph, you should be able to tell that if f of x is equal to x and g of x is equal to x plus 5, this plus 5 means that the graph translated up 5 units.